Welcome back. We made it to episode 2. Even after that hard cut that we had to do in episode 1.
Yeah, it was took a turn. It was a learning lesson.
It was a learning lesson. You know, we don't always come out of the gate with a perfect game, I guess is what people would say.
Well, I think that some people have us confused for
professionals.
No, having a set outline script. You know, we don't really do that here.
No, we don't.
It's pretty casual.
Sometimes we do. Sometimes there's things we want to talk about.
I mean, there's a game plan, but
there's a game plan because I have noticed that there's a little guy that's been walking around here that I didn't see last week. Did you get a puppy?
Yeah, dude. We got a puppy.
You said that you told me his name, but remind me. It's Finch or
Fincher.
Fincher,
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, we call him Finch or Finn for short. But Fincher.
What is you said that there's a meaning behind it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, my girlfriend and I were between several different names, and
as it always is.
Anyways, and we were laying there. We're like, we haven't had a name where we both were like, yeah, that's it. And then we were starting to settle on a different name.
He looks like a Fincher. And
then she said, what about Fincher? Because I had said Finn. But I used to work at Fincher's.
Oh.
Point to your hat.
Oh, I have.
You're such an idiot.
I got it on. Fincher's white front. Didn't realize
There you go. We might bring him out here.
Repping that hard, but
he's taking a nap right now. We might bring him back out here in a little bit, just so gives you an incentive.
Well, we met in the stockyards, and I used to work there. It's in the stockyards, so
yeah, we met at a bar, but
same with me and my girlfriend.
The bar is
Nate, ours. I already know that the bar that me and my girlfriend met at is a worse name than. So go for it. What's yours? I'll tell you. I'll say mine.
The bar we met at, Filthy McNasty's.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty.
Mine is your mom's house.
So oh yeah,
they're probably pretty bad.
I was actually there, Cullen.
Yeah, I know, and we'll clip a video of. He actually has.
I have the initial moment that homeboy ever talked to his now girlfriend.
Yeah, I know, and
that was a wild night.
I know, and guess what? Probably we'll play at our wedding. Oh, we don't have one of those sound bites, but we'll just do this. Probably play at my wedding. You're not all invited, all right? Not all of you can come, okay?
There's not enough room.
No. All right.
We do want to thank you because we are starting to pick up somewhat of a nice organic following.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and that's always awesome to see.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we have put in a lot of work for it, and it's fun to see a little bit of reward here and there. So, but, oh, yeah, I was going to tell you this. So, I know that you're saying that you got a dog. Look at this picture I sent you. This is what one of me and my girlfriend's neighbors. This is what kind of animal they have. And
dude, we did get a good looking dog though.
Yeah,
he's a golden doodle.
Yeah, it's a model dog. But look at this picture.
I haven't ever seen this, but
it's on the back of someone's truck. Just so you can see it. Why don't you go ahead and describe that to the audience for us?
Name those animals.
It's one of those stickers. I'll just say it since he's just reveling in it. It's one of those stickers where it's like the two parents.
Family, yeah.
It's the two parents, and then it's got all those kids. But they said fuck the kids, and they just put in 4 ferrets.
Yeah,
dude,
dude, those things are nasty. I used to have a neighbor buddy that had a ferret.
They're so gross. There's that movie. We Along Came Polly. Is that the one where she has a ferret?
Yeah.
Or something about Mary.
Well,
I always
just
get this
remember
confused.
It had this like this little tunnel thing it loved to.
Oh yeah,
they crawl in.
They love to burrow.
But it kind of go like missing sometime. Like you gotta figure out what laundry pile it's under. And
so I need to ask you this question then, because I showed that picture to my girlfriend, and I was like, how many do they have to do like a pet fee for each one of them, or is it just one? She's like, and this threw me for a curveball. I do not believe this for a second, but she was like, no, they don't probably have ferrets. That's probably some car that they bought used, and they just didn't take the sticker off. And I was like,
even worse.
There's no way that that's the case.
Dude, if you care that little to just not take the sticker off of them, something like that.
That's exactly what I said. And she goes, well, your car got towed, and you had the little marker on there for like about a month. And I was like, okay, touche.
Yeah.
But Still, which one do you think's more likely?
I was driving yesterday. I was like, cool. I got another month till my expiration's up on my.
Oh yeah,
dude, it's from last year.
So you're way.
I'll be making a trip to the local.
Any police listen to this? That was all a joke.
I thought you got it inspected.
Yeah,
he got inspected for sure.
Yeah,
for sure, no doubt.
Yeah,
Gwen Stefani.
Yeah.
No, but
good looking out.
Which one do you think was more likely? Do you think that they own 4 ferrets and that they're in the little apartment, or do you think that it's just a sticker that they left on a used car? Because I mean, when my mom, wow. Fruity and Slim.
Sigmund? Is that
so
you?
it's whatever comes to mind. Word association.
Milkers. No, but when my girlfriend said that to me, I'm trying to catch it back up.
You're doing great.
Thanks. When my girlfriend
the people love it.
said that to me, I was like, it just threw me for a curveball because there's no way that someone would leave that sticker.
They probably do own 4 ferrets in that apartment.
That's what I'm thinking. I saw who owns it too, and I believe that they own 4 ferrets.
Yeah.
Believe it.
God forbid they have 4 of those things. Dude, shout out to all my ferret loving friends.
Yeah.
They're cool. I just don't think I would want to have to.
No, absolutely not.
I tell you what, yeah,
they are cute. They do look cute. Like I can see the appeal, but then they also, they like to burrow. They also like to make a mess. They're real dirty animals. They're a filthy, dirty animal.
Filthy.
Shout out Home Alone too. But speaking of movies, actually, we are doing a bracket. We've been doing, we've been putting it together. We've been doing this back to school bracket. Tommy, do you want to talk about it a little bit?
We established that we wanted to take a look at and further dissect the top movies, high school related, that we grew up watching, or just classics throughout the years, most recently. So really one of the things that I think was interesting was this all started out kind of pretty nonchalant, thinking, between a few movies, and guys, we've got many, many movies.
32. There's some that are blank because we're gonna let you guys vote on it.
Couple wild cards,
wild cards. But the whole reason we're doing we're doing high school movies is because everybody's going back to school right now, and these aren't movies that I watched in high school. These are movies about people in high school, or just like cliques in high school, whatever. I want to tease a little bit about the bracket first, and then let's just get honestly straight into it. I've been waiting for this moment kind of all week. Is that okay with you, or do you want to?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty amped.
Okay, me too. That's
pretty amped.
I'm glad you are too. So we have 32 movies. We're gonna hit half the bracket this week. And then because the other 2 wild cards are in the other week, so that gives you guys some times to vote on what movie you want, and we can kind of tease those towards the end.
And
what
guys,
movies might be in.
I too scroll through polls and voting on.
Vote or die.
And sometimes I'm like, there's probably enough people doing it. No, we want to hear from everybody.
Yeah, we need the interaction. Okay, so let's just go with it. So I'm gonna say the movie and what it's up against. And their seed bracket. These are particular. What's going to happen is me and Tommy are going to duke it out, and I think these first rounds might be a little bit easier. They might not be, but the first seed for us we're going to just call it the West Side, Northwest Conference. Okay, number 1 is Superbad.
Wait, what happens if there's a tie?
If there's a tie, we throw it to who's that voice? Miss B.
Miss B.
It's your mom.
It's your mom's house. So we throw it to her, and she's going to be the tiebreaker. So let's go for the first side of the bracket. It's going to be the number 1 seed is Superbad. It's going to go against number 16 seed Juno. Number 2 is 21 Jump Street. It's going to go against the 15th seed Project X. Number 3 is Friday Night Lights. I miss the lights.
I miss the lights.
Against 14 Grease. which well, I don't even want to talk about it right now. We'll get into it. Number 4, Clueless against 13th seed Bring It On. Number 5, Billy Madison against Back to School. Against 12, Pretty in Pink. Yes, it is a little bit low, okay? There's a lot of John Hughes movies on this list.
We get it.
We get it. Oh, it should be higher. Okay, well, you make a list next time. Number 6 is Breakfast Club. It's going to be going against 11.
You activated the back laugh there.
Number 11, Not Another Teen Movie. These are good. I actually really like that matchup. I'll tell you why later on. Number 7 is 16 Candles against number 10, John Tucker Must Die. Back to the Future at 8. Number 9 is Scream. Those are the ones that we're going to go over this week. We'll post the bracket probably on our Instagram. That way you can see the other half. We'll talk about them too probably at the end just so you can kind of get a little bit amped. But Tommy, let's just get right into it. I want to get into our number 1 seed versus Juno. Superbad versus Juno. What are your thoughts? I'm going to pull up Superbad on my phone.
Yeah.
And why don't you go ahead and do you want to pull up Juno?
Yeah, I'll pull up Juno. Did you
Let's see. All right. Well, I'm just going to go since we were kind of looking it up. I'm already going to tell you what I think about Superbad.
I mean, it's a clear cut.
It's a clear cut number 1. Like I snuck into the movie theater. All right. So I was, I think, 16, maybe 17, whatever age you can't be to go see an R-rated movie by yourself. And I was new to this school, so like, I was like really ecstatic. Somebody let me sneak in. Somebody at the movie theater that I knew that was there let me sneak in, which I ended up working on later. But I laughed the whole way through that movie. And it was just, there's classic lines that I still say today from that movie. Now, I did just now realize that Juno has an actor in it that is in both movies, Michael Cera.
Yeah.
Was Juno, when was Juno come out? Because Superbad here is showing that it came out in 2007.
Yeah, it came out
2000.
15 years ago, like 3 days ago or something like that.
Juno came out in 2007.
Okay, so he kind of had a little run.
He had a hot streak.
Yeah, back in 2007, dog. I was in high school, like I said. I mean, Superbad was like the movie. It was first of all, it probably got him, Michael Cera. He was like a heartthrob, which was weird to me.
Dude, I think about Superbad, and his face is pretty immediate.
Him, and then the Jonah Hill meme where he's like at the party, he's like, fuck me, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Here's the deal. Can I just say this?
You know what meme I'm talking about?
His demeanor and his temperament is so relatable to everyone that had any ounce of that in high school.
Who? Jonah Hill or Michael Cera?
Michael Cera. Yeah, I mean, he means well, but he's fucking hilarious.
And just to top it all off, we haven't even talked about McLovin. I mean, he's like, he kind of stole the movie.
Yeah.
He's not my favorite part anymore. I think now more along the lines, I like the cops. I like Bill Hader and Seth Rogen. They're just so funny in that movie.
100%.
Just like sticking around with this little twig of a teenager. But yeah, that movie is a classic. It's got to be, it knocks Juno out for me.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Superbad moves on to the next round. Another one of Jonah Hill's movies is going to come up second. Our second seed for the I guess we're going to call it the Northeast Conference. So it's got the East and the North. Is 21 Jump Street, and that's going against Project X, which is at our 15th seed.
Both funny movies.
Funny movies.
Man, again, I've got a clear cut.
Yeah. There's not going to be any Cinderella stories here.
Yeah.
I think 21 Jump Street. Also, I'll say this: I went and saw it. And I thought I was going into it kind of blind. I didn't really know what to think about it, and I came out like wanting to see it right after that. It was
I remember my cousin telling me about it, and then I remember my brother telling me about it, and so I actually remember my brother telling me how funny it was, and I know that he doesn't watch a ton of new funny movies.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, all right, it must be pretty funny.
It's funny to me too. They do this thing kind of throughout the movie. I mean, there's a lot of like, they are on the nose about a lot of things. Like they're kind of like fourth wall breaking that like it's a stupid movie and it's a remake of a movie back from the 80s. But the thing that I think is really funny is like they have the dichotomy of high school. It's different now than it was when we were in high school. Like, the kids that were, I mean, it's still kind of the same, but the kids that are popular now in high school are like nice kids, they like the environment, and that's, always been, that's more to the forefront. Back in the day, it was just like those kids would get shoved into the locker kind of a thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought it was so funny that they like tapped into that in that movie. Like, Jonah Hill's character is like way more popular in the high school than,
which again
Tatum.
is relatable. I mean,
no, it's
at least where I went to high school.
What, you got pushed into some lockers or what?
No, I was the opposite. I was like kind of the shithead, but everybody I think liked me pretty okay. I wasn't a bad kid. I just like to have fun.
Yeah, I mean, we know your mom listens. He wasn't a bad kid. Okay, he turned out later to be a bad man.
Yeah, she knows. Oh,
but okay,
Dude,
and I want to talk about. I want to talk about Project X just for a second.
I did a lot of living and learning, baby.
I do like Project X. It was one of those movies that was like, oh, this is going to be like the big party movie or whatever. I do think it's funny. It happens almost once a year now where people will be like, come to this apartment come to this house out in the middle of nowhere. It's going to be like a Project X movie. We're going to have like, everybody's going to be there. Everybody show up. And
how many times though did you go to a pasture party or something?
I will say,
and it's like 2 trucks and you're like, what the?
No, dude, I will say probably the last weekend of high school, we had this pasture party that was you and I have gone to college together.
I'll tell you
and I've been to pretty big parties in college, but maybe it looked bigger because you know how when you're smaller, you're like, I thought I lived in a bigger house, and it's like, no, your house was shitty.
Yeah,
this was kind of like that, but it was huge. It was the biggest like party at the time, obviously.
And dude, we had some parties at Oklahoma State, where it was a ton of people, but we also had one here in it was in Benbrook.
Oh yeah, little pasture party out in
high school, and
yeah,
they got out of hand.
Okay, I went to a big high school, 6A, which is supposed to be the biggest there is. 4A, 3A, 2A, all those. Okay,
all right,
6A. I didn't know half of the kids that were at that party, and I'm pretty sure I saw everybody at my high school there. So it was like, it was the biggest party I've ever seen in my life. And anyways, Project X was kind of on that same vibe, but it just doesn't, like, it wasn't as funny as I wanted it to be.
Here's the deal. We got a couple other movies on this list that also had that vibe that blew Project X out of the water. I mean, not even a comparison.
Yeah,
so,
I do like a high school party movie. They are good. There's one that is on the other side of the bracket that you're going to do homework on this week to go watch.
I told Kellen I needed another look just before we make
so we pushed that
final.
one to the other side of the bracket. Can't hardly wait. Some of these movies that are on the other bracket, we're just going to go back and just watch one more time. We're going to do some homework.
We want to do a great job.
We care about this play. We care about this thing, okay? So we can't be just throwing out ideas without having some knowledge to back it up.
And guys, with the same mentality of, we didn't want to half-ass this, so we appreciate you understanding and working with us.
Yeah, I watched Carrie this week.
The production and everything, we are aiming for the moon, baby.
So I'm just going to go ahead, 21 Jump Street, right? Yep,
yeah.
21 Jump Street.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer.
All right, boys and girls.
So that's going to take Project X out, which brings us to
our 3rd and 14th
man, this one
matchup.
I mean, so we got number 3, Friday Night Lights against the 14, Grease. Now, I do want full disclosure.
Tell me more, can you? That movie's dirty, dude.
Dude.
That movie's dirty. Yeah. Did she put up a fight? What do you mean by that?
Who's fighting?
Yeah.
Did he punch that?
Was that consensual?
Yeah.
God.
Probably not.
Man. Here's I do want to say this. I feel like it's the elephant in the room.
Okay.
Grease, you guys put at a 14.
Yeah.
Understand, it's a classic,
Yeah.
but we were looking at multiple categories when we looked at these movies. So
Right.
just because it's a classic doesn't throw it in a two or three seed
Right. And
automatic.
sometimes just because it keeps on getting sung at karaoke's, like I know that's the song that
you can wear a good thing out too.
Yeah, like the Friend Zone guys, they will always go up on stage during karaoke and sing that song with whoever they went with, right?
Exactly.
And,
I mean, how many?
I'm sick of hearing it.
How many talent shows has Grease made an appearance in now?
Okay, yeah, it's had its moment to shine. Friday Night Lights, on the other hand,
what is this face?
I've never been to a talent show where they've sing
Grease. Yeah, well, that's elementary.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, y'all are like
We are
10
older.
years older than me.
Yeah, I was actually in the background of Grease. That's how old I am. No, but I don't even understand why they fly off in a T-bird, and none of it makes sense. Were they dead the whole time? There's a controversy there that I've heard, conspiracy theory I've heard about, that they were dead the whole time. They got into a car accident and they flew off.
Some of these conspiracy theories.
But okay, I will say this: Friday Night Lights. I saw it in theaters. It was packed the night I saw it.
Booby
Miles.
Oh, gosh,
great actor. That's not his
Coach
real name.
Gaines, which understand the TV show. We understand.
Yeah,
it
holds up.
It did push
Minka
Friday
Kelly.
Night Lights,
What's up, girl?
But
we see you.
But the movie.
I used to have a huge crush.
The movie. I mean, I know that you must have got some type of chills because I remember in the 7th grade coming over to your house and you were just studying all these charts and plays.
Hey, I know. I just want to get into the music of Friday Night Lights real quick. Explosions in the Sky. They're a band here in Texas.
Awesome,
one of the best, instrumental.
The soundtrack is phenomenal.
One of the best soundtracks. I mean, there's some pretty iconic soundtracks on this list. I won't lie, but that one kind of changed a little bit. But anyways, for me, it was just the kind of music I like.
Well, it was just a vibe about that whole movie.
Also, I want to say this real quick. I know we have to go to break here in just a second, but when I was in the theater watching this movie, I was next to this lady. She was by herself. I was with my friends at the time, and any single time the safety came on, Chavo, he was the Mexican dude.
Yeah.
Anytime he came on, she would go like this. Oh, he's so hot. And I was like, lady, chill. Someone's gonna clean that seat after you leave.
It's something
chill.
about the tan skin and the scar on the
scar on the face,
man,
and the
that'll
haircut.
do that to a lady.
Yeah,
I got a buddy that looks like that.
Ooh, ladies,
And
is he single? Not for me. I'm just.
I don't know, but I tell you what, he's actually models for a lot of big Western brands. But
yeah, I like that actor a lot. He's in some other movies. It doesn't matter, but that's just a classic movie. All the way through, I have.
It really is. But you grew up around it. I grew up around it. It hits different.
Yeah, it does.
And we got B here was a D1 cheerleader. Mm-hmm. So.
Ooh, which we'll be talking about a cheerleading movie. I think next, actually.
I do think we're getting there. I'm gonna throw it to Friday Night Lights.
Yep, let's do it. Friday Night Lights. I know, guys. I miss the lights too. I miss the heat. I miss the
Billy
lights.
Bob Thornton. He was.
Dude, he was. He's solid in everything he does.
That was solid.
Yeah, I could just go on all day about movies he's in. I do like Billy Bob Thornton. Do we have enough time? We got to go.
We're
gonna
take a quick break.
We're gonna take
get
a break.
Back and we're gonna talk a little cheerleading, little
Alicia Silverstone. Silverstone.
Oh no!
All right, boys and girls, stay tuned. Last we left off, obviously we're doing a back to school bash, back to school brawl, bracket, March Madness type bracket about back to school movies. That was a mouthful. I didn't write that down. I just said it. But we're going to get right back into it. Number 4 is Clueless. It's going to be against the 13th seed, Bring It On. Tommy, right off the bat, what do you
watched the last episode, you already know how trying to do flips ended for me. Broken collarbone.
Little acrobat.
So much respect to all my cheerleaders, especially my cheerleader.
But yeah, we got to give them their flowers real quick.
Yeah.
One's behind the camera, so obviously.
Is cheerleading a sport?
Ooh.
Yes or no? Fast.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, sure. No, it's not. I'm just going to play devil's advocate. No, come for me.
I'm going to murder you.
I'm just kidding. I think it's a sport.
Dude,
my mom was a cheerleading coach. I grew up around cheerleaders.
Lots of injuries, lots of flying stunts.
Yeah, there's some drama.
There's a difference between your, your local private school, high school cheerleader, and then your, competitive. I don't know what they call them. Like soccer. You got
like
club, select soccer,
select cheerleaders, or what? What do you call it? Like
competitive
cheerleading. There it is. Why didn't we think of that? I do have a good Bring It On story now that I think about it. It's kind of it's okay. It is funny, but you have to bear with me a little bit. Okay, there's a little bit of stuff I got to talk about first.
We got to get some,
and then we'll get there. All right. This is gonna be a bad segue. My parents, we have really good family friends, and they have a son that is mentally challenged. He's about 40.
Don't do this to me, dude. Don't.
Just it's a good story. He loves Bring It On. He loves VHSs, first of all, so he'll watch like Ninja Turtles all the time, and he'll just but for whatever reason,
we should get him and what's his name with Toys R Us together.
Yeah,
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, but he loves Bring It On. Or he loves.
Okay.
Which one is Hayden Panettiere in? She in the first one? No. Is she? Is she the main girl in the first one?
I don't know their order. She's in one.
She is in. Let's see. I'm gonna do it real quick before I say this, but no, it's Kirsten Dunst. Okay, but I think it's the second one. So anyway, he's run through these movies, and he's pretty rough and aggressive with them, so they break. All right. So my dad's friend, who's like, he's a baby boomer. Like we're all, he's older. He's like he's actually in his 70s now. He had to go to a movie trading company, and go up to the guy and be like, "Hey, so I need the Bring It On 2, but the VHS version, the one with Hayden Panettiere. And he's like, the guy's like, why is this 70-year-old man coming over here and asking for Bring It On 2, the VHS? He's like, well, I keep breaking it, and like I need an extra copy, but I need all of them that you got. Can you give me every single Bring It On 2 that you have?" And so he was on a list after that day. So, but it's still
they probably monitor where his whereabouts.
So, anyways, be kind and rewind, because you can mess those movies up. Clueless, on the other hand, you cannot mess up. I think it is the perfect high school movie. I know we put it at number 4, but if we're going into the vein of high school movies, Clueless was the first one to come to my mind. Maybe Mean Girls, which is on the other side of the bracket as well.
We were fair about this.
We were
bracket.
fair. We were fair.
We gave everybody a fighting chance.
We did, but I do think Clueless is like this. Like I said,
not Juno.
As soon as
we didn't give Juno a fighting chance.
No, we didn't. Sorry, Juno.
So I agree, Kellen. I really do. As much as here's the one thing though, is if you were to ask anybody born,
let's ask
a few years after us.
Let's ask Miss B. Have you seen both of these movies?
Yeah.
Is there one that sticks in your heart more than the other one? Are they both pretty much classics? How do you, because I know.
Like if I watch a rodeo movie, dude, I'm back in the shoots.
Yeah, that's the thing with me.
So for her,
there's a bunch of them, right? And then, like, growing up, I was on cheer team.
Bring It On again, not Bring It On 2. What am I saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, we couldn't, or, like, growing up.
And again, and again, and again.
I would watch the Bring It On movies, and I'd be like, oh, I want to do those stunts and stuff, but I couldn't. And then now, like, after I cheered in college, I would watch them and be like, we literally do those on the sidelines.
That's dope.
So, like.
It's kind of like.
That's mine.
It's kind of like Step Up.
Mama, I made it.
It's kind of like Step Up for dancers.
Full circle.
And, all those. And, like, American Beauty for pedophiles. It's just like going back and looking at Yeah, I mean, I get that. For the younger crowd, and I also remember the girls like, "You ugly, ugly." I remember them like chanting it when it came out.
I remember playing Little League baseball and doing chants and shit. Like,
yeah, but I don't think it's time for an upset because Clueless for me, like, first of all, I know that she's not really relevant that much anymore, Iggy Azalea, but when she came out of that music video and she's wearing like the checkered yellow, you know what I'm talking about? That was so hot. I like Brad's.
I don't.
The plaid?
Yeah,
the
that does
plaid
something
does
to me.
things.
I
for
do.
Kellen.
Alicia Silverstone, like her in that movie. I kind of like Bratz. I don't know what it is about me. Like little rich, spoiled a little bit. And she does it. I know she gets with her stepbrother. Okay, I know Paul Rudd is her stepbrother.
Yeah, but dude, I
which are they? Are they? I mean, because.
Dude, I think if we went to your search bar right now, it wouldn't be any different.
A lot of stepbro stuff.
So I'm
gonna say, were they the trendsetter on that? They could have been the trendsetter.
Okay, so what are y'all picking?
I don't know.
I'm picking Clueless. I mean, I don't think it's time for an upset just yet.
Yeah, I'll give it to the classic Clueless.
Clueless, we love you,
dude. I mean, I'm playing the long game here. But I'll tell you, somebody that played the long game, Mr. Sandler was also the star of the show in Billy Madison.
He was,
and
also R.I.P. Norm Macdonald.
Yeah,
he was in that movie as his best friend. He just is sitting at the pool. Where's Billy, man? He's at school, man. Oh. I love Norm Macdonald. I will sit there and watch.
That is correct. Yeah.
I will sit there and watch Norm Macdonald. And he's in that movie. So, but yeah, the next matchup is Billy Madison and Pretty in Pink. Now, we talked about this at the very beginning of the show. Pretty in Pink, why is it so low? It's at 12, okay? Billy Madison, that's at 5. One of them's a little bit more of a classic to, I guess would say, like a more refined community, but we're not a refined community over here, okay? John Hughes is definitely represented in this list, okay? We've got like 5 John Hughes movies in here, and I will say Pretty in Pink is probably my least favorite.
Dude, Billy Madison's one of my favorite all times.
Oh, absolutely.
So if you're gonna throw it up against Pretty in Pink,
yeah,
I'm gonna slam dunk it all day.
Yeah,
with Billy Madison.
He had a run during that time. I saw a meme actually that was like he came out with Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Waterboy.
There's a conspiracy on that also.
What? Let's hear it.
Well, you know how these certain actors hit these hot streaks.
Well, he was. What is it? I want to hear it. Conspiracy time.
I was gonna save it for another episode because we've got plenty to get through here.
All right. Well,
but just know,
just a little taste.
Yeah. Somehow I ended up. So. It's from when I played all this music. I'm not playing quite as much these days, but I had thousands of people add me that I don't know. You know, and so she's one of those people because I don't know her at all. All the mutual friends are all music related. But she posts the wildest stuff. But when the Chris Rock,
the slap
Will Smith situation happened, she posted that night. So that's why I saw it because it started trending. But since then, it's given her like a open door forum on her Facebook profile. But she posted this thing. I'll show you at another time. But basically, it talks about that. Why
he was on a run?
Why certain actors get all these roles kind of consecutively,
like the Matthew McConaughey or whatever they call it. He had that run. There's been a bunch of actors
because there's a lot of
I can see that. We can get into that. I'd like to be able to get into that. But yeah, Billy Madison is just a classic because not only he does go to elementary school, but he has to go through all 12 years.
Sorry, I brought that conspiracy up.
No, it's fine. He has to go through all 12 years, so it is a high school movie, and he's kind of like he's in the same vein as Channing Tatum in 21 Jump Street. He's like the old dude. Not the, okay. They both are the old
Yeah,
dude, but he's
yeah.
like out. He's not on the in crowd anymore. Or I guess he never went to high school, but you get what I'm trying to say. Is that he doesn't have high school figured out. For somebody that like should be over that whole thing, he doesn't have it figured out, and he doesn't know how to fit in. And chloroform, more like boroform. All right. Yeah. I mean,
dude, it's easy.
and
for me.
I heard that he. Have you heard the dodgeball story that he did with that? Like he told, like, he was just throwing dodgeballs at these kids, and like the parents were freaking out, and they're like, just don't aim for the head, just don't. They're like, don't actually throw dodgeballs at him, and then he just ended up doing it anyway.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Dude, it's all for
the
role. Yeah.
All right, Billy Madison, right?
Yeah.
All right. All
So that's gonna take Pretty in Pink off the board.
Yeah, sorry to do it.
And gosh, this next matchup.
This one's not hard for you. Maybe a little bit harder for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're looking at Breakfast Club coming in at the 6th seed up against 11, not another teen movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty quick to tell you where I thought one.
Yeah, when we were kind of
one
putting it
stood.
together.
So I told you I'd save it for when we were going live.
Okay.
What's your argument? Just give us a little bit on why you're
Not
so
another teen movie?
passionate. Yeah.
Okay, so obviously now there's a bunch of those spoof movies, like Scary Movie. You know, this is not another teen movie. You got like the Wayans brothers, that's their bag. They like go after those spoof movies. This one and Scary Movie 1 and 2 are like the only ones that actually work. This one's good because it knocks, it's kind of like in its own bag compared to all these other ones because it actually even parodies Breakfast Club in it. They're in like the detention hall, and they do the whole scene where he's like getting detention over and over and over and over again. And it, like, for whatever reason, I watched it not recently, but the last time I watched it, I was crying during that scene. I thought it was so funny how like on the nose it was compared to Breakfast Club. Now, out of the John Hughes movies, Breakfast Club is my favorite.
Dude, here's the deal. I'll tell you, I spent a lot of time in detention.
Same.
So,
were you a little bit of a bender? Is that his name in the show, or it's the same guy that voices Bender from
tracking.
Futurama?
Yeah, I'm tracking.
Isn't that his name in that?
So,
John Bender or something like that?
I think so.
All right, you keep talking. I'll look it up. Because you were saying.
I have breaking news for back to school.
What is it?
It's not high school related. It's college related. 2 of the girls I wrote Rush recommendation letters went Kappa Delta.
Yay. Okay. All right. Let's give them the.
Gosh.
There you go. Now, this is another. Who is it? It's Molly Ringwald is in it. Molly Ringwald. She's in 16 Candles, Pretty in Pink. What is this dude's name? John Bender. Yeah. John Bender.
Dude,
he was a sexual icon for a lot of women, I think. Huh?
Dude, I was just thinking about the KD situation.
Okay.
Dude, the KD house was
Sorry.
right next to our house.
Oh yeah.
And dude, our parking lot was right on that side anyways. So
they had been doing a bunch of them.
Dude,
for all y'all tuning in at home, if you've been like on TikTok at all this last week, like every 10 videos that I've been looking at is just another sorority just going off to 2 different songs.
Yeah, it's
but I mean, some of them they're pretty dope. Like, honestly, not gonna lie, but they would have. I don't know if they would have ever done that when we were in college. But let's go back to high school. No, it's all right. It's fine. Okay, so not another teen movie.
Breakfast Club. It's easy choice for me.
It is too.
Not another teen movie was good, and I remember it coming out.
Like
everything. I don't remember.
They parodied Varsity Blues, which is on this list as well. It's on the other side, I believe. But that's with Chris Evans. He's got the whipped cream all over his nipples, and he's got the banana, I think, in his ass.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna get there.
That tracks for you?
No,
but no, that's in this movie.
I just I gotta
Yeah.
give it to Breakfast Club.
I do too. I think, hey, for what you did, not another teen movie, you did a really good job. But yeah, Breakfast Club, you're gonna take this one.
There we go.
All right.
So we're making our way through. What's that?
5 made it.
Yeah. So some of the heavy hitters coming in. Now, this one's interesting. We've got the 7 seed, 16 Candles against 10 John Tucker Must Die.
Guys,
can I just say,
yeah,
when we were coming up with the list, and we were like, okay, this list is growing.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. One of the ones I shouted out was John Tucker Must Die.
Yeah.
And y'all reacted pretty quickly.
Yeah, I do like that movie actually quite a bit.
Again,
Sophia Bush.
You know what? There's a common theme here, though.
Hold on.
Okay.
Sophia Bush. She's got this raspy voice. Like
I didn't know we were. Yeah. Sophia Bush is. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's dive in.
She was in. She was in Laguna. No, not Laguna Beach. She was in One Tree Hill.
Yeah.
And we used to watch. Like my cousins would bring the new DVD each Christmas. They'd get it for Christmas or whatever, and we'd watch it like when we all went to our grandma's house. And I just was like in awe. I
fell in love.
Sophia Bush.
That's what you did.
And she, it's that raspy voice too. It gets me every time. She's in that movie. If you didn't know, I didn't just happen to just talk about her right now out of nowhere, out of thin air. I mean, I would, but that's not what's happening. She's one of John Tucker's ex-girlfriends, and they all decide that they want to kill him, right? Or actually, they decide that they want to humiliate him, like throughout high school. And so he's like, and they get him to date like some kind of like nobody girl or whatever, and she ends up starting to be popular. It's just such a good movie. And 16 Candles, it is a good movie. There is some like weird racist shit that they had in that movie at the time that like I don't even know if it held up then, but
I don't remember that part.
Okay, well I'll just leave it at that. But there's some weird shit that like it doesn't. I don't know if I would say this, but it obviously it's still a classic movie, but I don't know if it holds up to today, like 2022. That's what year we're in. John Tucker Must Die, on the other hand, it's okay to want to kill your ex-boyfriend, right?
Yeah. I mean,
okay. I was just looking for the validation.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually gonna.
Here's the deal on the humiliation is. Did you know anybody that did that in high school?
Do what? Try to
like. Did you have any crazy exes? Did
like
anybody
pull a Carrie situation? Like one of those, which is also in this list. It's on the other side.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I just started to remember some stuff.
Okay. Why don't you talk about it?
It didn't happen to me. Just friends of mine. I wasn't ever in relationships in high school, really.
Yeah, you saved yourself for Miss B.
Yeah, I was just having a lot of fun. Going out hunting and hanging out with my friends and
Bible study.
Yeah,
Bible study. Home at 8, bed by 9:30.
So,
got it.
But some of my friends were in relationships in high school. And
those can get you.
And you're young, and you start telling a couple of lies and staying late after football practice, and there's breakups that happen between all of them.
Yep.
And then you've got the parking lot where everyone's parked. Mm-hmm. So sometimes after school, you'd walk up to
a car that was keyed.
I mean, there was quite a bit of keying
some
done.
Eggs.
There was some fireworks thrown and lit, and in the bed of a truck. Yeah. There was some wild shit.
Yeah. So I would say.
So I can appreciate.
Are we gonna have our first upset?
John Tucker Must Die. I'm gonna choose it.
Me too. That's what I'm gonna do.
16 Candles, which is not the popular choice.
Sorry, boo.
We understand.
Boo. Here, we'll turn this one down a little bit, so it doesn't sound like. All right, there they go. All right, now they're getting into it.
I mean, what was his name? Ted?
What are you talking about? John Tucker?
No. In 16 Candles?
Oh, it's been a
Boy.
while since I've seen it.
Anyways.
I've seen it, but yeah, they were doing some like stuff where they were like
I just
knocking,
not
like they're
as
trying to
into it.
like
Not
steal
as
the
into
girl's
it.
underwear, and they were doing some like they were trying to.
Some
It was a little
shenanigans.
racy stuff that doesn't hold up to today. But this one right here, both classic movies. We're at the very end of our first round. Number 8, Back to the Future. Number 9, Scream. Now, right off the top of your head, those are both. They're kind of polar opposites.
Here's the deal. Can I just say this?
Sure.
As I was the one to say it about Taco Casa. I gotta say it about Scream. I'm not, dude. I remember wondering why it was such a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, it is pretty iconic. Like, I mean, the character himself, what is it? Ghostface? Is that his name?
I think so.
He showed up. Do you remember the Was That commercials?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
All right.
It's
He
memorable.
showed up in that,
It's memorable.
Or he was in Scream when he did that. Or
Yeah.
no, a Scary Movie.
Scary movie.
But I've seen the new one.
I mean,
all right,
I get it.
Do your case, because I've got. I would say that.
I just think Back to the Future. Maybe it's just my personal taste, but
Yeah. Back to the Future, the first one. This is maybe be a hot take. I don't know. The second one is my favorite one. A lot of people don't agree with that. They say the first one's better. I'm not. Is it weird that it's a little kind of cool? Like, I don't know. I'm not a big. I don't know. I don't like that the dad is a pervert and he's sitting up like. I don't know. Just the whole thing, the whole family dichotomy in that first movie is a little just like outdated.
there's some
maybe.
weird shit. Yeah.
But Scream, on the other hand, like they just came out with a new one, and it was really, really good. The new Scream, I saw it with a buddy of mine that's like a huge Scream fan. That's like his Scream is his number
I
one
get,
movie.
I get that people are gonna think I'm the idiot here saying.
No, I mean,
but
hey, by the way, we have Back to the Future ranked higher, which makes sense. It's a classic movie, but so is Scream. They're 8 and 9, so this is like kind of the harder one of the two.
I'm gonna vote Back to the Future, and it's just because maybe it's at the time when Scream came out.
Yeah.
I wasn't as into, like now.
Yeah.
I wish if I had a fresh lens on it, I would maybe.
All right.
But I'm just going off recall and what I've watched over the years.
I'm gonna, just for devil's advocate's sake, I do love both these movies. Like it hurts me. It's like picking your favorite children. Like it's always gonna be. There's always one, but you can't say it out loud. Okay. I'm gonna say Scream, because Scream has, like, the newest movie that I saw from Scream. Like, they're still doing it. And I know that the trilogy, that's probably my favorite trilogy, is the Back to the Future trilogies. But Back to the Future 2 is my favorite, like I said. Scream is probably the best Scream movie, along with the newest one that they just came out. And they're both, like, they kind of shadow each other. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's really good. And I will also want to throw it to see what the tiebreaker would be. So, Miss B, what would be for you, Back to the Future, Scream? Which out of the two? No pressure. And you got to say why, though.
Scream. But that's just because of the mask. Like, it's just, I know that a lot of people will be like,
it was a popular costume.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, I think I actually went as it one year. As a kid, I had like one that, I actually did go as it for 1 year. So, there we go. Scream.
I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, I know you're not. So that brings us into the next round. We'll do that after the break. But I wanted to just kind of give you a glimpse of what are the movies that we left off of, because you heard like half of our list and you're like, okay, where's this movie? Where's that movie? Where's this movie? I'm going to break it down for you real quick. So the number 1 seed on the other side of the bracket is Mean Girls. That's going to be going up against the 16th seed, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Number 2 seed is Varsity Blues, which has a head-on-head matchup with High School Musical. Ooh, that one's going to be good.
Yeah.
Number 8 is going against...
No, that's
a 3.
That's
I'm
3.
sorry.
Yeah.
I need to... Whatever. Number 3 is Dazed and Confused. Great movie.
Did your eyes hit the light too?
Yeah.
Okay.
And number 14, Can't Hardly Wait. Now, I watched that one recently. I do love Dazed and Confused. That one's going to be a great matchup. Now, your homework this week is to go rewatch it or to watch it. I don't know if you said... I think you said rewatch it. I don't
Dude,
think you remember.
I was having I got hit in the head a lot, and I need to see it, so I'm familiar again.
Number 4 is going to be Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Great movie.
One of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, I think that was for you earlier was like your number 1. And I think,
It's up there.
Yeah, it's up there. And then 13, Lady Bird, a newer high school movie about boarding school. I liked it. I was an advocate for it. It got on the list. You're welcome. Okay, you guys are the one person saying, "Where's Lady Bird?" Number 5.
We got you.
We got you. I got your back. Don't worry about it. Number 5, American Pie, going against number 12, Carrie. Now, let me be a little bit more specific here. It's the original Carrie. I haven't seen the old one. I don't know if you've heard of the new one.
Yeah, I don't. We got to get on the same page about which Carrie
Which Carrie. So we're talking about the original, the OG. So that makes it probably the oldest one on this list,
Yeah,
honestly.
I've seen both. They're both good, but
Pretty good?
old
The mom
ones.
scares me.
OG.
Number 6,
Okay.
I have written down a question mark.
There's
Tell
a
me-
reason.
Tell me, what does that mean?
There's a reason why, folks. We want participation from y'all.
Yeah.
We're
participation.
gonna be posting, and there'll be a link, in a couple of stories we're gonna be running
On Instagram.
on Instagram, and it's at Post Hump Day, and you're gonna be able to vote.
And decide who is that number 6 seed. We're going to have 2 of those wild cards. Whoever gets voted the most is going to be in the 6th seed. And later on, the number 7th seed, which we'll talk about, is going to be the other wild card. So number 6 is a wild card. Number 11 is Napoleon Dynamite. There it is. You're waiting for it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Hey,
Okay.
give us your best shot.
Yeah. Number 7, also the wild card that we talked about, is going against number 10, Things I Hate About You. Wait, number 10 things. Is it called Things I Hate About You? Is it 10 Things I Hate? It's the 10th
That's
seed
number 10, Kellen.
is 10 Things I Hate About You. And rounding off the list, the 8 and 9 seed, the Barn Burner, Ferris Bueller's Day Off versus Risky Business. With that, let's go ahead and take a break. We'll be back. We'll get into the next round.
We're gonna get into it.
Please stick with us as we take a little potty break. Hello? Is anybody there? Tommy? Can you hear me?
We're live.
Oh, okay, good. Hey, when we left off, we knocked out
Dude,
the first
yeah,
round.
I'm pretty amped.
We are back now, and we have the left side of our bracket down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
It's
8
8.
teams. How we're going to do this is the top seed is going against the bottom seed. And farther and farther and farther until we figure out who is the top movie on the left side of our bracket. Like I said, next week we're going to be doing our right side, and they're going to go head to head. Now maybe we stop it when we get to the quarterfinals, and we just ramp it up, go faster. We will figure that out. But let's see how much time we've got. First matchup, Tommy, the number 1 seed
Superbad versus the 9 seed Scream,
Mm-hmm.
and.
Is it easy?
Dude, it's automatic for me.
Yeah.
I'm going Superbad.
Yep. We don't even have to discuss it. We kind of went over it. Scream did come through in a nail biter, but Superbad, you're moving on. Thank you, Superbad.
We got
hey,
you.
Scream, good job. Ghostface, sit this one out.
Dude,
All right.
I'm excited. Dude, this matchup we got,
This next one?
number 2 seed 21 Jump Street against the 10 seed John Tucker Must Die.
Mm-hmm.
Kellen, what are your thoughts here?
Both movies surprised me when I first saw them. Like I said earlier, when I saw 21 Jump Street for the first time, I didn't have any expectations.
Dude, they've got a similar little thing about them.
You think so?
I do. Comedy wise, there's
Do we think that Brie Larson in 21 Jump Street was 18? Did we ever talk about that as society?
No, we didn't. Everybody realized we should leave it alone.
Everybody just kind of moved past that.
Yeah, let's.
Because, I mean, we get it. Jonah Hill looks young, like he maybe just got out of high school or whatever you want to like.
But it's a dude.
Decide with yourself that like why it was okay. But we never really talked about it. Brie Larson was in high school and Jonah Hill dated her, and then they decided, okay, this is weird.
I just saw a thing about all that
for the second movie
about the age difference between actresses and actors.
Well, I'm talking about
the storyline.
The storyline. She's in high school.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying like that's a real thing
and
too.
he like lied. I don't know. You know?
Yeah, that was a little weird. 21 Jump Street, though. I mean,
wait, you never lied about how old you were?
Yeah, I've had that happen to me. Not where they were underage. Just gonna put that out there, but where they said that they were like 21 when they're at a bar and they're like 20.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so 21 Jump Street, John Tucker Must Die. I'm gonna tell you, if I'm gonna rewatch one of these movies, it's going to be 21 Jump Street every time.
All day. Not even a question.
I can tell I mean, she was going to graduate, so she probably was 18. Still, that's groomer behavior. We don't support it.
No, not here.
But,
not on PhD. You won't find that.
We won't find that, but we are going to have... I'm going to vote for 21 Jump Street.
Yeah. Same.
All
I
right.
agree.
All right, so the groomer goes on to the next round. Yeah, that one's gone.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dude, in this next one, yeah, you're good.
The next one.
I am really, really torn.
Yeah, see, we're getting
into it. See, thank you for being patient.
Yeah.
Because now we're getting into it. We've got 3 Friday Night Lights against the 6th seed.
Breakfast Club.
Oh, baby.
So I watched Breakfast Club when I had out of school suspension. My dad.
That seems pretty fitting, Kellen.
Well, so one of the movies, I'll tell you this. One of the movies that we have that you guys can vote on is American Graffiti, and that has to do with like the last night before college, kind of a thing, before everybody moves out.
Right.
And that's the time my dad decided to show me that movie. And there's been another time where he's shown me movies kind of when it was time to show movies, and I think Casey, my brother. Shout out, showed me Can't Hardly Wait, and that's like the night that high school's ending.
Yeah.
So like, I've seen these movies kind of at the part where I was supposed to see them, and I saw Breakfast Club.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I don't know. I mean, I remember watching stuff with my dad.
I saw Breakfast Club. I still remember exactly. I mean, I said earlier where I watched it in theaters with Friday Night Lights, but I remember being in my parents' room, like, cuddle up in the bed.
Dude, I think actually the first movie I remember was Last of the Mohicans. Watching it when I was
this wasn't the first movie I remember. This is just like a memorable time.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And it made sense for when I watched it. I also read Holes when I was in ISS, which that's pretty on brand too. It made me feel worse.
Awesome.
Made me feel way worse.
We probably got in trouble about the same amount.
Yeah, probably. Different high school.
Different
elementary schools, all that. But yeah, we probably did.
We spent some time there.
But I would say, honestly, to tell you the truth, like, I love Friday Night Lights. Probably my favorite high school football movie. Varsity Blues is up there too, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's on the list. It's higher up. But I'm going to have to give... I'm just going to throw it to
Dude, all my
Club.
Tweeter fans, don't worry. You still got time.
Yeah.
Man, see, this is where I have to set aside my own, like...
You... What?
I got to set aside my own memories and my own... Dude, I got a freshman year in playing football, so... I didn't last... dude, I ended up going in the rodeo route, but, man, I mean, I was getting... spun around out there on the football field.
Yeah.
Had a great time though. So Friday Night Lights is it just amps me up. Something about being around
it does.
Texas.
I mean,
but if I've gotta be fair, Breakfast Club is gonna take the W here.
All right. Look at that. One of our first like bigger upsets.
Yeah.
Breakfast Club takes out Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
You move
That
on.
shocks me.
Well,
Shocks me.
when I think about school, which is the theme of this, I think Breakfast Club. When I think Friday Night Lights, I think football.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's high school football.
Maybe we can do a sports movie bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some down the line. Fantasy football is coming up. I did want to talk about that. I'm a little bit pissed off in my league, but we can talk about that at a different time.
Hey, I got a league. I got another league. If you need a league,
Yeah, maybe. When do y'all's draft?
we'll talk.
All right.
I got you.
Yeah, we just hit the one thing I want to say is that in this fantasy football league that I'm in, we've been doing it for 10 years.
We do a virtual draft, so
We've been doing this one for 10 years, and the person that's gotten last place every single time has never, like, it's been different people, but they've never had to have a punishment. And we've been, like, arguing over what the punishment should be for the last 10 years. It's just so in disarray.
You got to incentivize.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to this one is going to be, all right, number 4 versus number 5, Clueless versus Billy Madison. Tommy, who you got?
We're going back to school, baby. I'm going Billy Madison, dude. I really am. I really am.
All right.
Because here's why. In my everyday life, I quote Billy Madison. I don't ever quote Clueless.
I got you. I understand that.
That's where I'm coming from on it.
I understand. I would say for the theme of the bracket, like high school movies, and I know actually like it is back to school and he's going back to school. I understand that part of it.
I had to take multiple remedial classes, so maybe I just relate a little.
Yeah. Yeah, a little. Billy.
It sounds like you're going to go Clueless.
I am going Clueless. It's got more to me, like more, like, yes, Billy Madison's funny. Norm Macdonald, R.I.P. He's one of my favorite comedians of all times. He's up there. He's probably on my Mount Rushmore, honestly. He definitely is for SNL. But
yeah.
I would say Clueless is a better representation of what going into and being in high school is than Billy Madison
Okay,
is.
that is actually really true.
And so with that being said, like this is kind of like high school.
You know, I didn't think about that. Yeah,
It's all right. I don't want to sway you unless you want to be swayed.
No, I'm just thinking in all fairness though, because Billy Madison is.
It's a great like back to school.
It's a broader spectrum.
Yeah. I haven't seen Billy Madison, so y'all are gonna have to.
What?
Whoa.
What?
Are we about to watch a live breakup right now?
You seriously never seen it?
All right, so you guys got some homework. Can't hardly wait. Rewatch it. Billy Madison, watch it for the first time.
Gosh, dude, I can't wait for that.
Well, I know that if it goes to a tie, which one we're going to. So Clueless is my pick first.
Oh God.
It is.
Am I supposed to make life easier right now, or am I supposed to stick to my guns?
One of y'all two. So are you? You got to stick to your guns,
dude. I'm Billy Madison.
All right, Miss B. Let's see what's gonna happen. Are you gonna break Tommy's heart live on TV?
Dude, I'm sticking to my guns. I advise you do.
Do you want to hear a little bit more about Billy Madison? What do you need?
Give me
a synopsis.
Yeah.
Dude, no. Your synopsis is not going to do justice for watching Billy Madison, bro.
Okay.
I don't care how good of a summarizer.
Well, he's doing a pretty good job.
I don't care how great at Cliff Notes you are. I don't care if you're.
I don't really care for Clueless, the movie.
Oh, do we flip a coin?
There we go.
Do we flip a coin? Or what do you want to pick?
God.
I kind of want to go with Billy Madison.
All right, let's do it. Billy Madison.
She's just happy I got her a puppy.
Yeah. Which I wanted to bring out.
I'm kidding.
We wanted to bring out the puppy for this next break, but apparently if we do that, it's like waking up a gremlin after midnight.
I wanted a dog. I wanted a dog too.
Yeah. So we have our top 4 on the West, Northwest, West and North conferences.
Yeah.
And this one's going to be pretty tough. So what we're going to do here, perfect timing. Our battery on our camera is running low, so we're going to figure out what we're going to do for this one. Please stay tuned. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is, again, our second episode, so we appreciate it.
We're having fun.
Yeah. It's the final four on the west side. Northwest. It doesn't even matter where they're from. Don't get your compasses out. It doesn't really matter. What does matter is who are the last four. Tommy, can you read off the four?
Oh, yeah. We got the 1 seed, Super Bad, hanging strong. We got the 2 seed, 21 Jump Street. How about it? We got the 5 seed, Billy Madison. I've been pulling for it pretty strongly.
Pretty hard.
Jeez. Number 6 coming in, Breakfast Club. So
it's going to be the Superbad versus Breakfast Club is going to be the first matchup.
Yeah, and I'm not excited about it.
Me neither, and neither am I about the next matchup as well.
At all.
They're all great movies. We know that. There can only be one, though. Tommy, first thoughts, Superbad versus Breakfast Club. 2 different generations.
Superbad versus Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Is that how we're doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought we were doing it Superbad versus... okay, good deal. Okay. Okay, yeah. It was written... It's okay. I got it. Superbad versus Breakfast Club is going to piss people off a little bit, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So you go first. Tell me what your thoughts are.
Dude.
Or do you want me to just...
It's funny. It's funny. We're trying to watch the language. We got flagged in some of our stuff. Ooh. But anyways, listen, we're just a couple rebels sitting on a couch. I really think if I am being fair, Breakfast Club, yes, I understand it's like the epitome of like a high school movie, but Superbad to me describes my high school experience way better.
Yeah, same here.
Like
Superbad.
I mean, dude, there was so many situations that happened in that movie.
Yeah, it just
that I'm like, yeah, there's that time that this happened. You know, dude, it was. Yeah, I had a good time.
It's cool, like for a lot of reasons. One is
it's a little bit more relatable to me.
It is. Yeah, especially because right before this, you were trying to grab a Red Bull before class.
Yeah.
And you couldn't find one, and we almost had to go to the gas station. But I would say just because Breakfast Club is a classic doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to move on, okay?
Yes.
Sometimes people will be like, okay, there's a lot of people that love this movie. So that means that just because and by the way, I love Breakfast Club.
That's what you call a bandwagon.
Yeah, but we don't do that here. Okay, what we do here is we have our own thoughts, we have our own minds, we have our own opinions. Is that correct, Tom?
That's right. We're free thinkers.
And so, that being said, it's my pick is Superbad as well. Superbad.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Is going.
I thought we were going to get into it, man. Okay.
Yeah. Superbad just has it all.
That's shocking to me, Kellen. I really thought you were going to be stronger with the Breakfast Club.
So here's
what do you have to say to all the people out there that are
sorry haters
counting on you?
They're throwing stuff.
Dude.
Bye haters. Bye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. No, Superbad. Like I've felt like that. Remember when he was there, like trying to bring alcohol to the party? Sorry, Mom and Dad. They like even in college, you would still in that vein.
Yeah.
You kind of wanted to be able to...
I'll say this.
Say it.
There is a stain in my countertop of my parents' bathroom from me trying to get the
period blood out? Like from the movie?
The ink off of a ID.
Oh, really?
And I was using alcohol. And
I never had a fake ID.
It bled into the the countertop, and then I tried to clean it off and it wouldn't come off, so I scraped it. So there's a little permanent reminder of my
adolescence rebellion,
Superbad days.
Yeah, there's so much more, and even like the dichotomy of the two friends. So like, yeah, I will tell you this: when when I was in high school, it wasn't as cliquey as it was back in the '80s, apparently. Because I mean, you could hang out with anybody. Now, if somebody was a jackass or something, like you wouldn't hang out with them. But that could be at any step of life. They didn't have to be a jock. They didn't have to be a burnout. They didn't have to be a little. What do you want to call her? Princess? I don't know. They all have different, cliques that they have, the nerd, but everybody hung out with everybody, and it just depended on who was, fun to hang out with and who was cool and who was just like the jerk. So that doesn't necessarily line up the way it does. But I do like when movies do that, like when they have cliques, but they've got to do it the right way. They have to kind of be like, we'll talk about Mean Girls later on next week. Mean Girls does it right because like they are in your face about it to the point where it's laughable because you're like, okay, like the cool Asians, the whatever they like, it's just like,
it's just very exaggerated.
It's very exaggerated. And even though they're all wearing like the imagery's cool in Breakfast Club,
dude,
they're all wearing different colors and stuff.
Here's the thing.
It seemed more like,
here's the deal.
Face value. What?
Yeah, they can't make movies like that anymore.
Which one?
It's getting
either.
Yeah.
It's getting harder and harder.
Yeah.
For them to make funny movies like that. Like everybody.
You talking about Breakfast Club or you talking
just half of the stuff in these movies?
Well,
you're not going to find in a new movie.
Yeah.
Unless it's not a mainstream back. Like,
well,
you know what I mean?
If it was like Marvel,
people are too afraid everybody plays it safe. So
if it was like the Marvel superheroes go back to high school, then yeah, we might be able to do it. But
you can swing some stuff in there. But
yeah. But
anyways, I'll get off that. But
get off your high horse.
Oh, it's not a high horse. It's just, dude.
Reality.
I don't find movies to be as funny as they used to be.
I will tell you this: since we have a little bit of time, I will say that I don't think that that's correct. I don't think that.
No, there's movies that are way funnier.
Yeah,
but they're not. It's either like way wild, crazy. Or it's very, very safe.
Well,
like PG.
Yeah. So
there's not like a PG.
PG-13.
What?
Superbad was rated R.
What were you saying, Kellen?
I'm saying that what happens is that Hollywood has changed. So it's not that the movie industry in general has changed. So the fact that like I even did this in college, like with my statistics class. If you have a banger, like I know that there's like Doctor Strange 5 right now or whatever, like if it does well the first time, they're going to make a second, they're going to make a third, and that's what they're doing. So everybody's in that bag where they're like going after these franchises that they already have. Comedies, on the other hand, there's not that many franchises that are, the last one that I can think of is The Hangover, right? There's not a comedy, like there's not a Bridesmaids 2. There's not these comedies that were really big. It's a one and done with comedies.
Yeah.
So that being said, like
I get that.
And that's how old movies used to be too. They didn't have like franchises like that. We do have a franchise on here like Back to the Future, but they had already set it up to be a trilogy. These other movies are like
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah. So that's kind of the difference. The difference is now that it's like they got to make money at the end of the day. And so, like, comedies are kind of a gamble, and the other movies that are coming out now are not necessarily a gamble. So that's
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's the reason why.
Well said, Kellen King. Everybody.
Well, that's why I don't get upset. But when people are like, "Oh, they can't like comedies these days," or don't. It's just like they can't. It's a gamble when they make those types of movies, and it has nothing to do with being PC or
it's
being
business.
too woke. It has more to do with being business. Yeah, business is business. Because the same companies that people will say that are being too woke also go the extreme, the other. Like it's just what's ever marketable the most. That's what it comes down to. So,
yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I got on my high horse. I got on my high horse.
Everyone, put the horses away.
Yeah, we're. All right, we'll try. Okay, so this one as well is going to be hard for me, and I already made up my mind. You can try to sway me. But the next matchup is our number 2 seed, 21 Jump Street, with our number 5 seed, Billy Madison. Tommy, try to sway me. What's the answer,
Try
Sway?
to sway you.
You don't got the answers, Sway?
listen here. I sway you which way?
I know.
Where are you leaning?
Actually, all right, I'll go first. I was kind of making a joke because I wanted you to, I thought you were going to go all in on one.
I am, but like it's like 21 Jump Street, Billy Madison. Of course you know I'm leaning Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Because I'm partial to it.
Yeah.
But listen, 21 Jump Street, if I'm going to say this about one movie, then I've got to apply it towards all.
Sure.
Like, there are some scenes in that movie that were like unbelievably
Which
funny.
one, Billy?
21 Jump Street.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing that they're on their face, fourth wall, about like, oh, we don't have it in the budget, like, and then they do it in the next movie. They're like, don't go through the science lab.
Yeah.
It's too expensive.
So, and I have watched that movie recently. So I'm saying this from a confident place. If I'm going and putting this down in writing, Billy Madison.
Okay. Do you want to back that up? Do you want to put that thing on it?
Because start to finish, I think you'd be hard pressed to find another movie that can make you laugh the same way Billy Madison does.
Yeah.
It's its own thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's some parts that are really stupid.
Yeah.
There's parts that are clever. There's parts that are predictable, but it tracks start to finish. For me, I can put on Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Anytime. If I put on 21 Jump Street, if I've seen it within the last year, I probably don't need to watch it again.
So let me remind you one thing, that yes, they're both great movies. That's what, I mean, they're in the final four. The one thing that I would say is that Billy Madison takes till the third act to get to high school. And I'm not saying that it has to be
so if we're
it
judging
has to
off
be
that
going back
high
to
school,
like
okay, if we're gonna get technical then, and I can't use the whole movie.
You can use you can, because the bracket's back to school. So like he literally goes back to all 12 years. So I mean, if you want to get literal, get literal.
Pretty on point. Yeah.
So but I would just steer away from saying like this one is I don't know, maybe
it's a personal thing. It's just
yeah.
I think that I can watch Billy Madison a lot more times.
Yeah.
And still laugh. 21 Jump Street, if I haven't seen it in a while, and I
I will say
it's
I
funny,
like
but I wouldn't want to watch it all the time.
Yeah. There's just so many funny, like the Jonah Hill in an emo haircut when he's like flipping his hair.
Dude, it is funny. It is hilarious.
And Jonah Hill in general just looks so funny in that movie. And I know people like get away from his.
What do you think, B?
Yeah, I was actually gonna go Billy Madison, but then when you started saying that you were gonna go Billy Madison, I got turned off from it because you disgust me.
Wow.
Miss B, go for it.
21 Jump Street.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
There you have it,
21 Jump
folks.
Street.
There you have it. Y'all got your way. Y'all got your way. I'm not going to be a sore loser.
Yeah.
On this show or in life.
Mm-hmm.
Kidding
Hey,
me?
shout out Jonah Hill. He's in the
But
two
what
movies. Jonah Hill is in the top two movies. I do think that we saved the top four.
Can I just
for next
say
week.
this?
Go for it.
This is why I love this. And this is why I love this show, guys, because
You're on it?
no, I would never have I would never have guessed out of that list that we'd finalize those.
You don't think so?
Above some of the others at a quick just snap of the finger.
Yeah.
But being able to dissect these and put time into this bracket.
We left next week's stuff. I think next week's bracket is going to be tougher. There's some.
Oh, it's going to get ugly. If y'all think this is going to just be a breeze right through.
Yeah. This one
you're absolutely wrong.
Right.
And you know what? It might get annoying for you to watch or listen to at times, but we're not stopping until there's a clear-cut winner.
Clear-cut winner.
We're not stopping until someone dies.
Yeah.
Exactly. John Tucker. And with that, let's just get into what we are doing the next couple weeks. Tommy, we know that we are doing this bracket. For those of you that are listening to it now on whatever podcast system you have, you realize that the bracket time is over. You should have already put your bracket in.
Yeah.
But for
Guys,
those that the people that did put their bracket in, there is a prize.
Yeah. And
go ahead.
Okay. Just know, even if it's one of those things where, you don't like having to do a little bit of work, the prize here is worth it.
Tell me about it, Daddy.
We've got a golf package we put together for you.
Yeah.
And it's
one of the homies.
It's with Swing Logic Class Micro Simulator.
It is a home golf simulator, and it is the market value for this thing. Just the home simulator. There's going to be some other packages. There's some other goodies in the bag.
In the package for you.
But the home simulator itself is like over $200, and you're getting it for free.
Yeah.
Just because you got the closest in a stupid bracket.
Yeah, and I think about it. It's like you don't really have to know much. Everybody's seen most of these movies.
Yeah, exactly.
So
just do what we did, but do it on your own time.
Yeah, tell us how stupid you think we are.
Write your own bracket out, and then submit it to us. And you could be walking away with a home golf simulator.
Guys, this is something you can use
at home
when your wife is
I actually had a pledge brother
watching some show or something. You can hang out and practice your golf game.
Let me quote one of my.
If you need a little work on that draw action, you can do it from the comfort of your home. I'm
gonna group chat. Kind of told them about it. I'm not gonna dox anybody, but one of them said, "About to win that ish. Need something since old ball and chain doesn't let me get to the course." And you know what? If that doesn't sell for you,
that's what we're talking about.
I hate it here.
You hate it here.
I would like to leave. I'm just kidding.
Well,
hey, for our female golfers out there also, you too could win this prize while your husband is taking a nap or hanging
out. I don't know.
Who knows?
Watching
a new puppy.
But anyway, so stay tuned for that. That's coming up. Obviously, we are going to have that done. The bracket will be done next week, so that means once
have it in.
Once we're finished with it,
we've set the deadline. Yep.
We'll announce the winner, and then we'll send it out to you. You're just gonna, we'll ask for your address offline, and we will give it out. You know that.
And hey, we're thinking about posting everybody's bracket they submit. Let us know in the comments how you feel about that. But that way you can really track real time where you're at in the competition. So
well, cool. Tommy, tell them where they can find us.
So we're going to be running a contest through our Instagram, and that's at Post Hump Day on IG. Find us in the stories. We're also going to be posting about this. The post won't be coming out till next week, but you'll be able to track all the stories on IG. You can follow us, find us on TikTok also.
Yeah, we're coming for you, Gen Z.
Which is at Post Hump Day also. I did get, we're locked in on Twitter. Everywhere you probably are, you can find us. That's Post Hump Day Podcast. And
we come out every Thursday.
Yeah, every Thursday. Post Hump Day.
It's in the name.
It's so easy. Even you can say Post Hump Day. You don't got to be smart to figure that out.
Yeah, it's pre or post. Figure out which one means after.
So if you're having trouble remembering when the new episode is going to be out, it's Thursday.
Yep. And with that, we want to congratulate Superbad and 21 Jump Street for making it to the semifinals. It's going to be a bloodbath next week. I'm really excited to see who pulls out on the other side of the bracket. Everybody.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's a lot to look at.
Oh, yeah. Guys,
we got Matthew McConaughey coming in.
Ooh, all right.
Like I said, my Twitter fans out there.
We'll see y'all next week. Thank you for tuning in wherever you tuned in to watch the podcast.
Hey, tell your friends.
My name is Kellen King.
Tommy DeSault.